Hi, I'm Father Joel, and welcome to Pilgrim Priest. It took me a while to get this episode out, but I certainly hope you enjoy it, like it, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in, and God bless you.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Jesus wants to comfort us that the worse things get, the more we can count on Him. Remember that for ancient peoples, there wasn't much they could count on. They didn't have the kind of calendars that we have. They didn't have weathermen. They had to make educated guesses about everything. But they also dealt with plagues and diseases, wars of every kind. Ancient peoples couldn't count on much. But when they looked up, the sun was always coming up and going down, and was so predictable that they could figure out where it would be at the summer solstice and the winter solstice, at the spring and the fall equinox. They could count on the sun. They could count on the moon. They could count on the moon to go through its phases consistently and predictably. They could count on the stars. They could count on the stars to be there in the heavens. And so the sun and the moon and the stars are the dependable things for ancient peoples, which led them to conclude that the heavenly realm was perfect and predictable and peaceful and tranquil, while the earthly realm was crazy and chaotic and unpredictable. The heavens were dependable. The earth was passing away and decaying and decomposing. So when Jesus says the stars will be falling from the sky, the sun and the moon will not give its light, he's talking about a time when the things that you could count on, you can no longer count on. When things that you thought were very dependable are letting you down. This is what Jesus is talking about. But then the comfort is stand erect and raise your heads, because you know that the Lord is near at the gates. In other words, the worse things get, the more confidence we can have that Jesus is not far away. And then he shows us that he's going to be coming. But the end of the world is Jesus returning with his heavenly hosts and reclaiming this kingdom for his Father. And the dead will be raised, and there'll be a new heaven and a new earth. The old order will pass away. There'll be no more death or mourning, wailing or pain. And kids love this detail. It never gets dark in heaven. The sun never goes down. It's always light, because God himself is the light of the heavenly Jerusalem and the Lamb. The light comes from God. So these things are passing away, and that's okay. We can take comfort in the fact that while heaven and earth will pass away, Jesus' words will not pass away. He's saying, I am the dependable one. What I have to offer is dependable. The solid things of this world are not so solid. But your relationship with me is more solid than you can imagine. Jesus is promising that he will be there for us no matter what. And when the dependable things are shaken, the things we thought we could count on let us down, we can have confidence that Jesus will not let us down. In fact, our faith teaches us that not only does God love us, not only does he have angels in heaven, but he's actually given every single one of us a guardian angel, an angel to watch over and care for us. I personally haven't seen my guardian angel. There's some people that think they know their guardian angel's names. I just call mine Angelo, because I figured that fits. Angelo, the angel. But some people have prayed about it, and they think that God has told them the name of their guardian angel. One of my goddaughters, I got a message around the Feast of the Guardian Angels, which is October 2nd, from one of my goddaughter's families, saying that she had read a book about a girl who knew her guardian angel, and she really wanted to meet her guardian angel. So she prayed about that and asked Jesus, and she had a dream in which she saw this angel with these huge, beautiful, detailed wings. And the angel kind of guided her to a doorway that was out in the field, and she opened the doorway, and there was a ladder going up to heaven. And she started climbing the ladder, and it was really scary how high this ladder was, but she wasn't afraid because her guardian angel was with her. I thought that was pretty cool. Other saints have seen their guardian angels. Saint Gemma Galgani, who struggled with a lot of stuff, is actually one of the patron saints of mental illness, I believe. But at one point, Jesus let her see her guardian angel for an extended period of time. And so as she's talking or moving or going around, she can see her guardian angel with her. St. John Bosco, who worked in Turin in the 1800s, was once in a bad part of town, and some thugs were starting to follow him. And so he's trying to figure out, like, how do I get away from this situation? When all of a sudden a big black dog leapt out of nowhere and attacked these guys. And they're like, call off your dog, call off your dog. Well, John Bosco had never seen this dog before in his life, but he's like, Blackie, come here. And the dog walked over to him and stayed with him. And so he finished his errand that he had to do there, and when he left the bad part of town, the dog left. And then from then on, when he was had difficult things to do, this dog would show up, just like randomly trot around the corner of a building, and there it was, and it would stay with him in the midst of difficult stuff and then leave later. So he thought it was like a visible sign of his guardian angel watching over him. God's love is so close to us that he sends us each an angel to watch over and protect it. So after reading these stories, and I was inspired myself to write a little poem about my guardian angel, or our guardian angels in general. And actually, I just then decided to set the poem to music so it could be sung. So I guess I wrote a song about guardian angels, and you might want to cover your ears because I'm going to sing it for you. Angel of God, my guardian bright, thy wings aglow with heavenly light. Watch o'er and guard me from all harm. Guide me into our Father's arms. Thou art forever by my side, to be my true and faithful guide. All through the night you watch with care. When I awake, you're waiting there. With feathered footsteps swift and fleet, you light my passage through the streets. For God I daily work and pray. Do keep the enemy at bay. Show me the ways that I might serve both God and man with thy same verve. Help me to love my enemies while you confound their knaveries. Bring me through trials safely home, that I may praise when heaven dawns the Father, him whose face you see, and Son and Spirit Trinity.